Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you out there in the world. Welcome to Wake and Stretch, where the dogs are a little crazy this morning. Yep, it's going to be that kind of morning. So, let's see where this Wake and Stretch takes us, shall we? I hope this is a pretty good angle that you can see what I'm doing. Hi, Soxy girl. Yes, I see. So we have Sox right here. Zeus, if you've watched before, you know who he is, and Loki, who is also laying on the ground, but he's kind of behind me somewhere. Anywho, come. Sorry about that. Our neighbor is out there taking care of the rice paddy fields, and I don't want him running out. Oh, you shush. I don't want him running out there. But he's gonna do it anyway. Zeus, come here, bud. Guys, I think I should have stayed home today. All right. This is the time where I think I just need to let go and let it be. I've never hurt the people before. He's just annoying because he barks a lot. All right, so I'm gonna get on the mats and try to calm myself down. Here we go. Zeusy Zeus, come here, bud. Zeus. Okay. He really just needs to settle down. Oh, Loki, go tell him to be quiet, will you? All right, so settling into the breath the best that you can. Inhale the positive. Exhale the negative. Ooh, guys, I don't know. I don't even know this morning with these dogs. Hopefully he'll settle down. Now that our symphony of barking has come to an impasse. Just staying here for a few more breaths. Let the eyes very gently blink open. Let's take a few seated cows and cats. So hands actively come onto the knees. Inhale, lifting the heart and the eyes. Exhaling and curling. Inhale, lifting the heart and the eyes. Exhale, curl. A few more times on your own timing, your own breath pattern. One more round of breath. Gently come to a nice vertical spine. Let the arms float up overhead. And as you exhale, twist to your right. Nice gentle twist. And inhale, come through center. Arms can go where you'd like them to go. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. Inhaling, coming back through center. Exhale where you need to. If you're sitting on any props, gently remove them. And let's find child's pose, shall we? From here, gently coming up onto hands and feet, come into a nice squat. And then from here, step the feet forward. Let's come into Malasana. Passive or active, however you're feeling this morning. Whichever way feels good for you. And from here, bring your hands down onto the mat, heel toe to feet together. Lift yourself about halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. You can make this inversion free by bending the knees deeply. And then inhale, lifting halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. I'm not feeling like going upside down today, just realized. Exhale, bending the knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up to vertical. Exhale, hands come to the heart, belly scoops up and in. Good. Take a few breaths just like this in Tadasana. Inhaling as you lift the arms up, lengthening through the torso, and then exhale, pulling the hands to the heart and engaging the belly and the front ribs together. Inhaling, sweeping it up. Exhaling, pulling it in. 2 more times. From here, inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's come into chair pose. Knees bend, tailbone shoots back. Exhale, hands to the heart, weight into the heels. Taking a few breaths here. One more full inhale in your chair. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart, shift your weight to the right foot, step the left foot back. Find your high lunge. And I've done this before, so but I'll go through it if this is your first time with me in this wake and stretch. So as you inhale, you're gonna let the arms sweep up and back, lifting the chest. As you exhale, palms come together, pull the belly, front ribs together so that you're a little bit more stacked in the spine, and you may feel some opening in the left hip flexor. Inhaling, arching, lifting the upper back, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands together, engage the abdominals and front ribs. If you want more challenge, try closing your eyes. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, pull it together. One more time, inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, pull it together, hands to the heart, shift forward. Find warrior 3. It can be on an upward diagonal. It doesn't have to be full warrior 3. We're just getting our bearings here, so it's okay to start a little bit more shallow. And step the feet together, find your Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up, half sun salutation. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, let the tail stick out. Rest the ribs on the thighs. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend the knees, resting your ribs on your thighs again. Inhale, reverse swan back, sweeping all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Good, one full breath here. On your next inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to the heart, belly pulls up and in, weight to the heels. Inhale a few times, inhale and exhale a few times here in chair. One more full inhale. As you exhale, shift the weight into the left leg. Step back with the right, find your high lunge. Crescent pose. Should correct myself there. Crescent pose. So taking the same movement with the arms and the chest. Inhaling up and back. Exhaling, hands come together. Pull the front ribs and belly together. So we'll do about 2 more of these. Let's take one more to move into our warrior 3. Start to shift the weight forward, find your balance. Step the feet together, Uttanasana, no, not Uttanasana, Tadasana, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be a mind mouth morning. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, bending the knees deeply. Ribs to the thighs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold hands down, step or float back to plank. Move through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to child's pose. Or if you're practicing down dog, feel free to go to down dog. Hey. Oh boy. What? Zeus. Sounds like a baby dinosaur. Ow, 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 ow. Stop that. Somebody's very restless this morning, and it's not me. And it's not Loki. All right, so from here, coming into plank. Let's take a few side planks, shall we? So find yourself nice and comfy. If you need to go onto your forearms, then take it to the forearms. Roll onto the edges of your feet. Keep the spine nice and stable. So when you're moving in and out of side plank, you want to try to keep the hips and the shoulders moving at the same rate at the same time. So we're keeping the abdominals engaged. Now, if you need to, touch your fingers between the ribs and the hip. Bring it back to regular plank. Switch it to the other side. Bring it back, regular plank. Lower down the knees. Come onto the forearms. Come back into plank. We're going to do the same thing but on the forearms if you haven't done that already. So the feet are slightly separated. This is a lot more challenging. Top arm can do what you like it to do. Bring it back. Switch to the other side. Bring it back to regular plank. Lower the knees. Child's pose or down dog. Go ahead and tuck those toes. Bring it to a squat in the back of the mat. Find your balance here. Inner edges of the legs can come together. Let the ankles relax. So the arches of the feet are working, the toes are working, but we're not pressing the ankle up. The ankle is actually sinking down towards the mat. If you'd like a little extra challenge in this balance, if you've got this one down, try moving the arms around. When the arms move around, the rib cage has a tendency of moving as well, and that's not what we want. We want to keep it stable, so this is technically core work as well. Any pattern of the arms, if you want to take them asymmetrically, feel free. That is yet another challenge without disturbing the ribs. Keep the breath flowing through. When you're ready, bring the hands back to the heart. Take a nice full inhale. And as you exhale, stand it up. From here, let's shift the weight into the left. Right leg releases. Let's take tree pose. Flex that top foot, inwardly rotate it. Now I'm going to approach this in a very different sort of backwards way. We're going to step forward with this right leg, but bend the left. You're going to shift your weight, heel, arch, ball of the foot, and find your high lunge. Exhale, hands to the heart. Find warrior 3. From here, half moon balance. Opening up the hips, stacking the shoulders so the left side is on top of the right. Top leg is extended, toes reaching away from the hip, top fingers reaching as high as they can. Soften the standing knee, reach those left toes back and find warrior 2. Inhale, rotate the front palm. Exhale, reach it up and back, reverse warrior. Inhaling, coming through warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Either the forearm can start on the thigh. We will go a few rounds, so you will have an opportunity to go deeper later if you'd like, or if you're ready now, the right fingertips can come down to the inside of the front foot. Inhaling back up to warrior 2. Rotate the front palm, exhale, reverse. Inhaling up through warrior 2, exhale, extended side angle. Whichever variation you'd like to move into. Inhaling, coming back up, we'll go one more round. Rotate the front palm, exhale, reach it up and back. Inhaling up through center, exhale, extended side angle. Now this is a great preparation for Bird of Paradise, which was a request on my YouTube channel to work more into Bird of Paradise and play with that a little bit. So in Bird of Paradise, the relationship to the right thigh bone and your torso is the same, right? So feel free to ease out of this, because I feel like this is a good teaching moment. When you're in Bird of Paradise, the leg is essentially in this position, right? So the standing leg is straight underneath you and it's parallel. The working leg, the upper leg, is outwardly rotated and the thigh bone is moving towards the chest. The chest is open, and depending on the rotation of your hips, ideally you're flat. Ideally, I said, I can't even go flat, right? Our bodies will only allow us to go so far. So I'm going to come back into this extended side angle again. The Bird of Paradise also includes an arm bind, right? That's how you keep the leg up there. So if you are open enough to bring the right hand flat without the top shoulder collapsing forward, we want to keep the ribcage open. Then you can bring it underneath and try to find your fingers. That's where the bind is, right? But we'll get to that. For now, bring both hands down to the mat, find your high lunge, step back the right leg. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. As I said, I'm trying to be inversion free today, so I'm going to be hitting child's pose, but if you're not, feel free to go to down dog. All good. All right, so from here, finding your way back to a squat at the back of the mat. If you're in down dog, just walk your hands back, let the hips sink down. If you're in child's pose, you just have to roll it back. Stack yourself. Finding the balance. Working the feet and the core and the inner thighs. And the breath, always the breath. Feel free to take the arms where you like. All right, bring the hands back to the heart. Take a nice full inhale. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart, weight into the right foot, left lifts up, and find tree. Staying in tree and breathing for a little bit. Flex that top foot, inwardly rotate the thigh. Soften both knees, the standing knee as well. Reach the right heel forward, start to shift the weight. Find your high lunge. I keep saying that, crescent pose. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart, find your warrior three. From here, opening up into half moon balance. Slowly and mindfully rotating the hips and shoulders open. Remember that side plank we started with? This is it in action. It's a little harder because you're up off the ground. There's a little bit more to deal with. A little less to balance on. From here, find your warrior two. Going through our flow, inhale, flip the palm, exhale, reach it up and back, reverse warrior. Inhaling, coming through warrior two, exhale, extended side angle. Take it shallow the first time if you'd like. Even though we went deeper on the first side, the second side might not be ready yet. Inhale, bringing it up. Rotate the palm, exhale, reach it up and back. Inhaling through warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Feel free to stay on the thigh if you'd like, or slide the fingertips down. Continually trying to open the chest to the side, so that top armpit, top shoulder points upwards. And inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Rotate the palm. Exhale, up and back, reverse warrior. Inhaling through warrior two, exhale, extended side angle. We'll hang out here for a little bit. We stayed on the other side for quite a while because I was yapping away, talking about the bird of paradise. But as you breathe with the exhale, see if you can relax the hips into the stretch a little bit more. Being mindful that the left knee tracks over the middle of the foot. Using the abdominals to try to rotate the ribs open. If you'd like to take the bind, feel free to take the bind. And gently release both hands to the mat in front of you, flip the hips to a squared position. Now a true high lunge because both hands are down. Stepping back to plank. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose. So the next element for that bird of paradise is the hamstrings, making sure the hamstrings are open enough in an outwardly rotated position of the thigh. So a great way to work into this a little bit more in a passive manner, if Miss Socks will let me. Here she comes. Oh, here she comes. And now it's playtime. All right, so the other way, I'll do it standing, but know that you can do this laying down as well. Right now, Loki's my favorite. He's so chill. Okay, the other way that you can maintain this, right? So imagine I'm laying down flat, left hand on the thigh. You'll pull the right knee in towards your chest, wind relieving pose. Then from here, you outwardly rotate that right thigh bone. Now from here, you hold on underneath, point the foot, and then start to extend the leg outward. Then flex and pull it in. I think I did this yesterday or the day before. Yeah, on the ground. Inhale, extending it out, and then exhale, pulling it in. So what that does is it builds strength in the hip, and it also gains flexibility and strength through the hamstring. My mat is officially hijacked. Guys, Foxy girl, you have to get off my mat now. Right, so once you do that on the right side, you want to take that on the left side too. Right, little Miss Happy Butt. All right, so I'll do it standing, you can do it laying down. Bring that right leg back in and extend it long. And we're gonna switch to the other side. So the right leg is long underneath you, pull the left in towards your thigh. Ow! Zeus, don't bite my toes. Oh, I know. Then outwardly rotate that left thigh. Hold on underneath the knee joint. Start to point the foot and press the top of the foot upward. Then flex the foot, pull the heel in. Keep the hips square. You want that right hip to be down onto the mat. Extend the leg out, flex and pull it in. One more time. And bring it back to neutral and lay flat. Go ahead and roll onto one side, press yourself up. And let's try to find our crescent pose. I can't even take my towel off my mat right now because they're laying on it. I don't even know. All right, well. Zeus, can you move over here? Thanks, bud. Okay. All right, so finding the crescent pose. Find your warrior 3. We're gonna take that same flow and work into bird of paradise. At least I hope so anyway. From here, half moon balance. I'm gonna use the dog as my block. I know, thanks, Socks. And then from here, come into your warrior 2. All right, so we'll only take one round this time. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, lift it up and back. Inhale through warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. If you have the bind, you can work right into it immediately. If you're still working on opening the ribs to the side so that your shoulders are stacked, then stay there and breathe. It's okay if you don't move into this bird of paradise. Now, from here, if you have that bind going on behind the back, and even if you don't, well, you kind of need the bind in order to move into this. You're gonna step the back foot forward. And ideally it comes underneath your hip, but if you have a dog in the way, that's not gonna really work. And you want to square off the hips to the front of the mat. And then bring your weight into that left foot and start to lift yourself upward. Now you see where that laying down thing works. Now the shoulder, if it's not happy here, then come out of it. Yeah. Full bird of paradise is extending the leg up. Feel free to breathe into it. When you're ready to come down, you just reverse your step. So you let the right foot come down. You can even release the arms here if you'd like early. Step the left foot back. Bring both hands down to the mat. Find your plank. And move through your vinyasa. High socks, yes. Finding your child's pose. right. So let's find our crescent pose on the second side. He's still my favorite because look, he's just calm. He doesn't bother anybody. He's a very chill dog. All right, coming into that squat, lifting up, stepping forward with that left foot, find your crescent pose. I guess Zeus was insulted that I said I liked Loki better right now. He's like, I'm out of here. All right, finding warrior 3. From warrior 3, half moon. And warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Warrior 2 to extended side angle. Find it if you'd like, or just stay and breathe. Step the back foot forward. Weight onto the right foot. Find your balance on that right leg. Start to lift it up. If it's available, then you extend, push the top of the foot upwards so that left leg is long. When you're ready to come down, bend the knee, reverse your steps, release the arms when you're ready, find your extended side angle again, hands down to the mat, and vinyasa. Or just go to down dog or child. This is rare. I think this is the first time that Socks has been brave enough to lay on my mat with the other 2 around. So, how was that? I hope that was good for you. Let's calm it down a little. Go ahead and have a seat. Let the legs extend out in front. We'll take a nice active Paschimottanasana. Yeah. So sitting up nice and tall. Heels are down, toes are up. Let the arms extend, scoop through the belly, and then exhale. Hinge forward, so not a curved spine, but a straight spine. Yes, hi Socks. I know I'm close. You want me to pet you. You want to help? She's helping. No, she's had enough time. Gently bring yourself up to vertical. And we'll work into a straddle because, I don't know, feel like it, right? So open the feet up to about the width of the mat. Oh, now she's going? She didn't like that. Okay. So only to the width of your mat, sitting up nice and tall. Same thing, we're gonna hinge. If you need to bend the knees here to make that happen, then bend the knees. You're still gonna feel a nice sensation through the hamstrings. If you're more into curling the spine forward and you're not inversion free, then go for that. And inhale, bring it up through vertical. Open the legs a little bit wider than the mat. Sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, hinging forward. You have the option of bringing the hands in front for a little more support, or keep your hands on your legs, whatever works. Wherever it's not too intense. And inhale, bring yourself all the way up to vertical. Exhale where you need. Bring it to your widest. If you're already at your widest, that's cool. We're going to take one more forward fold. Feel the sit bones down on the mat, knees and toes up to the ceiling. Inhale through the spine, exhale, start to hinge forward. we'll stay in this variation a little bit longer. This is usually the most difficult of all of the positions that we've done, the 4 of them. Take one more full breath. And then inhale, start to walk yourself up to vertical. Exhale where you need to. Let the pelvis tuck underneath and let the legs gently slide together on their own. You can use your hands to help. Give them a little shake, a little rock, a little pop. Alrighty, so from here, gently rolling down through the spine. Just laying flat for a few breaths. And then hug the knees in towards the chest. Give a little rock from side to side. Let the legs extend up above. We could take a reclined Paschimottanasana. So you can hold on behind the legs if the knees are bent here. You can hold on the calf muscles, the ankles, the feet, or the toes. Being mindful not to lift the pelvis up as I just did. You want the pelvis to stay solid on the ground. Let the legs go. You can let the heels bounce off the thighs a little bit. And what this does is helps to release out those hamstrings. From here, recline bound angle pose. Arms can come out to your side. We're prepping for our Shavasana. If you don't like to lay flat, or if it's not healthy for you to lay flat, then prop underneath so that you're on a diagonal, so that the head is the highest point. On your own time, when you feel ready, let the legs extend long underneath you for your Shavasana. If you want to give the legs a little bit of rotation here, if you want to pump through the heels a bit to give a little shake through the body, go for it. And take rest. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana a little longer, feel free to. I'm going to start to work out of it. So gradually start to deepen your breath. Find energy in the fingers, toes, hands, feet, wrists, and ankles. Let the arms extend overhead. Legs come together underneath you. Nice long stretch. And hug the knees in towards your chest. Give a little rock from side to side. And gently roll onto your right side, fetal position. Gently press yourself up. Find a seated position. I don't know if you can hear it, but the rain just started. There's a nice thunderstorm behind me. Can you see it? All right, so finishing up. Sitting comfortably, eyes closed, either hands pressed together at the heart, or one on your heart and one in your belly. Just check in with your breath. Give a few moments here for some gratitude, something that you're thankful for in this very moment. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Okay, so thanks so much for joining me this morning. It turned into a little bit of a bird of paradise tutorial. So if you're just tuning in now and you're interested in that pose, feel free to watch it on rebroadcast. I'll have it up later today, India Standard Time. This actually, the bird of paradise was inspiration by a comment that somebody made underneath the one of the videos, one of the rebroadcast videos. So I am happy to work on inspiration from other people because it inspires me, right? So if you have anything that you want to work on, doesn't matter the level, let me know. Send me a comment, send me a DM, and I'm happy to accommodate and work with you on that. Never know what's going to come up, right? So I guess that's it. Have a beautiful day. Thanks again so much for joining me. Notice Loki. He's like, oh, look, the mat is free. Have a beautiful day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.